Hi, okay. I just went to the new student dialogue, and this is so weird. I've never used this before. Um, anyway, I just went to the new student dialogue, and I did the. Let me see. It was called the intersection of religion and spirituality. And the first question is, do you feel your group achieved true dialogue? Um, I do. I feel like a lot of people talked. I feel like it was more like of a forced conversation, kind of, because the two people that were doing it kind of had to ask certain people because I don't know, like I didn't want to say anything just because I don't like talking in front of people. So, and I feel like a lot of people were like that. So, I do feel like our group achieved true dialogue, but it was kind of forced. The next question is, were there active voices in your dialogue? I think there were. I think a lot of people kind of had the same opinions about the things that we were talking about, or else a lot of people just didn't really care because we had to be there. So it was kind of, I don't know, a lot of people were just ready to get out and just ready to go because they really didn't care about it. Were there more reserved voices in your dialogue? I don't really know what that means. I guess, like, I guess so. Like, there are people with, like, all different opinions, and, it was good to hear those opinions, but a lot of them were the same, and a lot of people were just saying stuff because they had to. So I feel like a lot of people kind of, not like made up stuff, but they were just trying to think of something to say so we could get out faster. What role did you play in your group? I didn't play much of a role at all. I don't like talking in front of people. I don't like people, looking at me. So I just, I don't know. I just don't like talking in front of people. So I really didn't say that much. I had a lot of stuff that I could have said and that I almost did say, but I just didn't want to because it's none of people's business. In all honesty, I mean, that sounds mean. Like, yeah, I'm a Christian, I'm Catholic. Um, I believe that religion and spirituality are two different things. But if somebody wants to know my opinions, then they can ask, and I will gladly tell them, but I'm not just gonna, like, share my stories with a big group of people that I've never seen before. I had seen, like, one of them before. And, why do I think dialogue is a component of Library 100? I mean, I can see how it's important, like, for us to learn how to talk in big groups of people and how to communicate with others, but I'm taking a communication class right now, and I think that covers that. I think that it was interesting to hear other people's views, but it was dumb that we had to go to it, in all honesty. Do you see dialogue as a useful tool in your university experience? Of course I do. I mean, you have to communicate with people. You have to, you're going to have group projects. You're going to have to communicate with people. You're going to have to communicate with teachers and class members. And of course, I think that's important. But this didn't do that. This just threw a big group of people who had never seen each other before together and made us talk about religion and spirituality and our views. Okay. Please share additional thoughts or observations as you see fit. Uh, I don't really. Let me see. Okay, well, that's pretty much all. And we're like right at 5 minutes, so yeah. I don't know. I guess it was good to see what people thought of religion and spirituality too. Like, there are a few people who thought that they go together, that, like spirituality comes with religion. And I do kind of believe that. But I feel like religion is something that's like forced on you, kind of. Not forced on you, but it's practicing what you believe. It's not what you believe. Like, I believe in God. That doesn't mean I'm Catholic. Like, Catholic is the way that I live out those beliefs, I guess. It's kind of like a set of rules that you follow. And spirituality, like, you can be religious without being spiritual. And that was one thing that we talked about. And, like, I've been religious my whole life. I mean, I went to a Catholic school from kindergarten to 8th grade. So, of course, I've been religious my whole life. I was raised in a Catholic household, I guess you could say, you know. And so obviously I've been religious my whole life. I've gone to church my whole life. I have not been spiritual my whole life, which, yeah, I believed in God, and but I just it did take some things to happen for me to realize just how important God is and just how much we really do need Him. And yeah, so I guess that's kind of what I didn't say in the new student dialogue, because I don't know, it's nobody in there really cared, I don't think. But anyway, it just, yeah, I don't know. It just took some things to happen for me to realize just how important God is and just how much we really do need Him, and that He is always watching over us. And I feel like that made me more spiritual. And because before that, I was just going to church every weekend, I was praying at night before I went to bed. I was praying in the morning. But I would just be like, thank you, God, for this. Thank you, God, for that. Like, and of course I meant it, but it didn't really, I don't know. I just wasn't very spiritual, but I was always religious. So that's kind of what we talked about in the new student dialogue, was how spiritual and religion are kind of two different things. So that's all. And overall, I do think that it was kind of, I don't want to say a waste of time, because I understand, like, what they were trying to do. Like, they were trying to get us, to talk in a big group of people. And it kind of worked, but only because we were forced to do it. So that's all. And, alright, bye.